Hello and welcome back to Reddit Insanity number 17. I'm Michael.
I'm Noah.
And we are the Knights of Entertainment. We got some more for you. We're going to start off with an Am I the Asshole?
My nose is so stuffy, I think I've been doing cocaine.
So are you the asshole for it?
No, I just have a lot of allergies.
Yeah, it's that time of the year.
Yeah.
It's horrible. And the heat's not making it much
Fucking
better.
throat filled up with sweat. Fucking drowning. Died at my own fields.
All right, this person puts... This is from Free Scallion 2274. They put, my wife and I welcomed our son into the world earlier this month. Prior to his birth, we had been given a lot of nice clothes and toys from my parents for him.
Oh,
My mother-in-law also made some pretty incredible clothes and blankets. My wife, her siblings, and their mother lived in poverty for a large part of their life.
shit.
Their dad abandoned the family and left my wife's mom with a large pile of debt that weighted them down. So, their life wasn't easy. My mother-in-law often made her kids clothes versus buying them because it was cheaper for her to do so. She worked in a store that had lots of fabrics that they were allowed to take the excess of.
That's nice.
She's talented and always puts effort into making sure the clothes looked really good and good enough so the kids wouldn't be bullied. Those clothes are something my wife treasures. She remembers how much love and effort went into them. She also appreciates that her mom tried to make them work enough to blend in at school, that it saved them years of potential bullying. All these years later, and mother-in-law is still dealing with the debt. She does not have a lot, so she made some amazing clothes and blankets for our son. One of these outfits was even his take-home outfit. But then a couple of days after our son was born, she comes over with a bag of clothes she bought, saying she wanted him to have more. My wife and I were shocked. I could see she was upset and looked almost guilty, so when my wife went to nap, I asked her what was going on. At first, she said nothing and she just wanted her grandson to have more. But then she apologized for embarrassing us. I asked her what she meant. She told me that my parents had talked to her after the baby shower and told her that she had left all the grandparent spoiling to them. That she should understand if we never put our son in any of those clothes because really, they look like the kind of homemade clothes from 70 years ago when people were left with no choice. They accused her of not caring enough. I told her I was so sorry that they had said that. I assured her I had never said anything like that to them. That my parents had no idea what it was like to have nothing and were being judgmental assholes. I even convinced her to take the clothes back she bought and return them to the store. I then gathered up everything my parents gave us and went to their house. My parents didn't even try to deny it whenever I confronted them. All they did is look down on the effort she put into them. They said we couldn't seriously be okay with those being the only gift from my mother-in-law. I said we were, and as far as I was concerned, they were the only true generous gift as she made them by hand. I gave them the stuff that they had bought and told them that they were no longer accepting gifts from them after what they had done. They are furious, saying I reacted too harshly and saying it's an asshole move to return gifts. I'm furious with them. Well, am I the asshole?
I'm real confused.
So the mother-in-law...
I know what happened. I'm just like, man, it's fucked up.
I would say he's not.
Not really.
I mean, it's your parents more so being the asshole than you.
Yeah.
Like if somebody...
You can't put a woman on the spot that's struggling financially.
What, we're going to be the only grandparents to spoil them?
Like, bitch, what the fuck matter to you?
I mean,
Just mind your own damn business.
I would say if the homemade clothes look nice and aren't horrible, what's wrong with it? It's a baby. The baby's going to be growing out of them really fast any fucking way.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen how much baby clothes are? Like, good God have mercy, they make a killing on that shit.
Yeah, baby stuff is expensive. That's why they steal fucking formula and diapers all the time.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Can't blame them, but...
So, yeah, I'd say no, you're not the asshole.
No, not really.
I mean...
He was really, like, he was wind up. I don't know what... that kid came out really well from his parents.
Yeah.
You think he'd be just an asshole like they were?
But it's like... Because, I mean, I grew up poor. Like, I didn't ask my parents for a whole bunch of stuff like that. So, I can understand, like... not having a bunch of things.
Right.
And then for a person to act like, oh, well, you're only a good person if you buy a bunch of shit. No. At least not for me personally. For you, maybe. No way here grew up really rich.
Yeah, I'm fucking banging. Yeah, I'm sure. Drinking fucking water with cereal. Yes, I'm rich as fuck.
He grew up with those gold gilded toilets.
Yeah.
He made it to the top and he fell.
Fucking started at the bottom, went to the top, started back at the bottom.
Next one is by Zinger Zanzer. Horrible name. All right. It was our first date, and I didn't have any intentions of making any moves. Consequently, I ended up wearing an ancient pair of underwear with a worn-out elastic band. To make matters worse, I bought Taco Bell, repackaged it to look homemade.
What the fuck?
You buy Taco Bell to make it look homemade?
First of all, you need to wear a diaper before you eat Taco Bell. There ain't no way around that.
Anyway, we had dinner at her place and then settled down to watch TV on the couch. However, my stomach started to feel a bit weird, so I decided to loosen up my pants a bit.
You know the type of sound Taco Bell makes in your stomach? It's like, motherfucker. You piece of shit. Here it comes.
What did you do?
It's like, hail Satan. I'm like, oh no. It's just that diabolical shit about to come out. That breaches like the gates to hell. It just fucking dumps out your asshole.
So I decided to loosen up my pants a bit. That's when she playfully started tickling me.
Are we fucking, huh? No, bitch.
And I couldn't stop but burst into uncontrollable laughter.
Got that mud butt.
The situation quickly escalated, and I started shaking uncontrollably.
Oh, man.
Causing my pants along with my underwear to slide down, exposing my rag of underwear and even
Just his moth-eaten underwear.
Holy.
It's like it's been worn so much, it's no longer white. It's like a shade of brown all over. It's not even shit. It's just that color now.
Exposing my rag of an underwear and even more embarrassingly.
You keep saying it the second time you said the same fucking rag. I can't fucking help it. This fucking dish rag I wore is a. Go ahead.
Exposing my rag of an underwear and even more embarrassingly my clenched ass. While I am unable to contain my laughter, I begged her to stop.
I'm gonna shit.
It seems like I am having fun, but inside I am uncomfortable and fuming. In a desperate attempt to make her stop, I released a fart of epic proportions, and unfortunately, some watery bits ended up on the couch.
Oh god.
What followed was deafening silence and a cringeworthy awkwardness. It was so awkward you could literally hear crickets. We stared at the mess. And then stared at each other.
I can't even just look at it. Just looking down. I can't picture it in my head. Just like, my God.
Sharp intake of breath.
She's just like, you think I gotta go to work in the morning. I gotta go.
I was so humiliated that I simply ran away from the situation.
To where? It's your fucking house, isn't it? Or is it hers?
I then blocked her on all communication channels and never saw her again.
Yeah, I don't blame him. And that's a good story for her later.
I tickled him in his rag of underwear.
God. Just fucking left. So wait, that was in his house?
That was at her house.
Oh man, you just fucking dropped some fucking shit stains. And damn to you, nasty.
Wet shit stains.
Man.
Well, she was tickling him.
Yeah, but I would have pushed her. Get the fuck off. Get the fuck off.
Just
Like, I'm sorry, I had a bad experience with tickling. I would have done something. Not have my fucking pants around my ankles.
like Tickle Me Elmo. Have you ever been tickled on the inside? All right. Next one is by number 22. This person puts, it is so good. I mean, I just make really good salads anyway. And I know this is going to sound stupid and silly, but it's completely true. Probably not even a fuck up to most people reading this. I just kind of feel bad about the whole situation. Last night, I made bean salad, and it's giving me the farts pretty badly today.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I've been sitting in my room for some part of the day.
Got that mud bite.
My dog is just laying there, minding her own business. I'm not going to lie. She farts like something otherworldly. I mean, holy shit balls. When she farts, I have to burn some tar to get the smell out of the room. Earlier, I just happened to sort of let one out. And from a deep sleep, where she's running in her sleep, the dog smells us. The dog is just
Is I fucking hauling ass while she's dreaming? Like, I gotta get away from this fucking toxic poison.
where she's running in her sleep and making these cute little growling noises and stuff.
Help me, God.
I wake her out of her sleep and she literally looks at me. I swear to God, if I had opposable thumbs, I'd call the cops and press charges for that fart. Now she doesn't want to sleep next to me and she's in the other room moping about. I'm trying to coax her back into the room, but she's sort of looking in the room around the edge of the corner of the doorway. I turned on the fan, so maybe she'll come back and relax again.
Damn.
She woke a dog from a dead sleep, and it's like, what the fuck did you do?
Well, their fucking noses are way more attuned than ours. That shit must have been catastrophic. That smell in her fucking face.
That's horrible. Next one is by a deleted account.
Oh, God. It's where he committed or he confessed his murders.
I don't think it's that bad. But all right, so they put, okay, so me and a group of friends went camping, and there was this new person that tagged along.
We killed him.
I'm a foodie, and we all piled.
We ate him.
We all piled our snacks together. While everyone went hiking and camping, I wanted some alone time, and while I was alone, I was eating all the smaller candies and chocolates. My friend group knows me to do this. As they come back, they're in a bit of a hurry because the new friend apparently is a diabetic and their sugar is way too low.
Uh-oh. So he did
They
that.
go for the candy, but it's all gone, so I have this diabetic person shaking and I'm panicking. We all jump in cars and speed to the closest town. We get a speeding ticket and we scarf candy down our friend's throat. They wound up being okay, but I'm petrified and I had to apologize for eating their emergency sugar stash. I'm just sitting in the back, not saying a word and feeling guilty.
Well, he should have kept his candy to himself, honestly.
Well, he went through everybody's candy.
No, I mean, like, they all piled their food together, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that was part of it.
Well, how would he have it then?
Because he probably went through the stuff.
Oh, that motherfucker.
All right. Next person is by Bushy Beans. They put, I work as a contractor and was busy sorting out and cleaning up around the side of a house with an owner. They handed me a big 20-liter barrel and asked me to dump it out over the back of the wall into a large area of plants. Thinking it was some sort of a plant.
Like, toxic radiation is what he's dumping out.
Thinking it was some sort of plant fertilizer, I went ahead and did as I was told. Soon after, the whole area started smoking. I checked the container and it was hydrogen peroxide they used for the pool. For those who don't know, hydrogen peroxide, when mixed with organic matter, can quite easily combust. I ran and grabbed the hose and sprayed the area like crazy for the next 40 minutes until the smoke and vapors finally disappeared.
Jesus.
In future, I won't be blindly trusting others.
Why'd they want him to dump it on the...
Because they probably just said dump it back there.
Oh, they weren't thinking of what it would do?
Yeah.
Dumb motherfuckers.
Next one is by Skater by BHAI.
BHAI.
No, I'm assuming this by.
BHAI.
Yeah.
AI.
I'm thinking of the way the word tie is spelled.
Yeah.
THAI.
Or Bay. Who knows?
Skater Bay.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a horrible name, so you need to stop trying to go for these like elusive sounding
Yeah, they
words.
sound fucking horrendous.
Trying to get people to understand, like it's like some of those vanity plates that people put on cars.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what the fuck it says. I know it's supposed to say something.
I had one that said FBI forensics in like letters and numbers. And I'm like, if you work for the FBI as a forensic analyst, you don't be putting your fucking shit on a vanity plate.
And no. Or you can be like Kramer and get Ass Man.
That's the ass man.
It turned out to be really a proctologist.
Are you the ass man? He's like, gives him a wink and a fucking point.
All right, so this person puts, I'm not sure what to call the central room that leads to all the other rooms in the house, but in my family, we call it
hallway.
That's what they put. So we call it a hallway. So the bulb on the ceiling lamp in front of the bathroom died earlier today. I switched it to a spare one we had at home. It was brighter than the previous ones, but didn't really mind it. About an hour ago, me and the missus came home from a nice long walk, and I jumped in the shower right away, like I do every day. The missus noticed I hadn't taken my towel and decided to hang it next to the shower for me, like she does every other day I forgot to take it in there. I emphasize on the everyday nature of it because of how stupid the F up is. So, yeah, she enters the bathroom. I'm taking a shower. The shower curtain is drawn, and that's whenever the wall beside me lights up in a bright orange. I turn around in a moment of confusion only to see her shadow against the shower curtain, which was huge at this point. And for a quick second, I think aliens are here to abduct me.
Damn, you jumped quick.
I yell, "What the fuck?" and try to step back, only to slip in the tub. Fall quickly and hurt my arm and my back, where I collapsed.
Cut forward 3 hours. I'm now paralyzed from the neck down.
A much panicked missus lets out a loud scream. Soapy water runs up my nose as well into my open mouth, and for several seconds we were not able to have a normal conversation to de-escalate the situation. So yeah, I'm sitting here with an aching back, but thankfully nothing more. Because they're so stupid, they thought an alien was going to come abduct them because they changed the light.
Well, he did. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. She just started screaming.
Well, I mean, if screaming on the inside.
Yeah, but why would I be start screaming? Just because you're screaming, I'm not going to start screaming.
Have you met a woman that is crazy? He has one?
Well, yeah, my mom screams all the time when she's a rat or a frog. I'm like, what the fuck are you screaming for?
And last one for today is by Paradox 1989.
My God, it's Parallax.
Parallax?
It was me, Barry. I was Parallax all along. They should just edit everything. every fucking storyline from here on to forever, right? Like, it was me, Batman. I killed your parents all along. Like, what the fuck? It would be such a good meme. It was just always reverse flashes.
If they actually did it.
Yeah.
This person puts, this actually happened today. The company I work for is sometimes a little bipolar, and there is a tendency for us to move offices sometimes at what seems like a whim.
It was me, Jason. Tried to beat you with a crossbow all along.
For the last month or so, large portion of our offices have been going through changes due to renovations. The result of these changes is an almost musical chair quality to who is in what office and how long they may be there. So yesterday, the newest area being renovated resulted in one of the woman from the area being relocated to the office next to mine. Now, we all have a tendency to be a little sarcastic and constantly give each other shit about the office. So today, when I walked by the office next door and saw two managers in there with the recently relocated woman, I didn't think much of it. Then I saw she was packing a box with her stuff, so of course my first thought was it's time for some ribbing. So I poked my head into the office and loudly said, "Damn, they must have not liked you sharing an office over here if they are already kicking you out." Both managers immediately got horrified looks on their faces and started making gestures for me to get lost. That's when I realized the recently relocated woman was crying and packing her stuff because they had just fired her. I felt horrible and immediately slunk into my head to hide my face. To make it even worse, I didn't get a chance to apologize before she left the office.
Well, damn.
It's like, so they're already kicking you out because they don't want you in here, huh?
Well, they finally found you a bitch, Diane.
And they really were firing her.
Yeah, it happens. It takes two to fight. Come on now, one person to fire you.
Yeah, but one of them's a bitch. That's usually how it goes. It always takes more than one manager to fire you.
Tell that to my managers. You're fired. I shouldn't say that because people just leave anyway.
Exactly. It doesn't take being fired. Like, see ya. Just walk out.
Could be something like completely like hard. Like, can you come in to cover this shift? Like, I'm gonna fucking quit. Like, goddamn, I can't do this shit anymore. I quit.
I've worked with a few people like that. It's like, son of a bitch.
I had one guy that worked for us for a little bit who the customer was just asking, is there any way to go through this without using my PIN and just use it and run it as credit? Like, I don't know shit about that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. He just like, he's like, I don't know what the fuck. Like, he didn't, like, all he said was like yes. All he had to say was yes. Just hit this button. It'll bypass the PIN. He's like, I don't know, that's on your side. I got nothing to do with that shit. Like, he just fucking started a whole argument with the customer for no fucking reason.
That made no sense.
Right, it made no fucking sense. What do you mean? Just tell him yes and hit the fucking green button. What the fuck do you mean? I don't know. I got shit to do with that's on your side. Just as old, bitter. That's his whole life from now on, is being, in retail. So he's just old and bitter.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens whenever you don't make nothing of yourself.
Yeah, you gotta go for your dreams. My advice is if you're in a shitty job, stay in that shitty job until you do something incredible.
Exactly.
Because if you get a less shitty job, just a little bit better than that, you will just stick yourself to that for the next 50 years.
Like me.
I will grind in this horrendous retail store that I have until I make myself something to myself, or I'll be stuck there till I'm fucking 9 years old, and then I'm that guy.
Welcome to the
Well, what the fuck? That guy they got shit to do with me.
Got me do the same thing.
That's the fucking robot. They got shit to do. I'm gonna just turn into him. I bet you saw my future when I saw him. He would basically look exactly alike, except he has hair.
Hey, in the next so many years, they might create something where you can get hair again.
I love being bald. With this fucking magnificent lion's mane type beard, but women practically swoon like, my God, look at that beard.
Got something in it.
Other men always in just fucking disbelief, like, Mike, that's a man's beard right there. You'd be surprised how often guys seem like taken aback by the fucking girth of this beard. Well, I go from looking at Kratos, right, with this beard, like, excuse me, sir, can I ask you a question? To like, if I shave this beard, like, hey, little man, it's like a completely different.
Hey, little man, how are you today?
Like, can you direct me to the ketchup, young boy? But if I got this beard, like, oh, excuse me, sir, could you know where the ketchup is? It's over there, past Hades.
But
The beard is a complete, like, different, like, it's a game changer.
Yeah.
Not to say I don't really like having a beard. I'm just too lazy to shave it off. I'm too fat to shave it off. I don't want to see my fucking double chin. But the minute I lose weight, that shit is gone. I'll be looking slim and fly. Women are like, my God, he looks like he's either 18 or 45.
one of the two. We don't know which.
I look like I'm 18 when I have no beard, and when I have a beard, I look like I'm 40, like 52 years old. I do look like Kratos, just not as built like him.
But anything else to add before we head out for today?
You guys ever be sleeping and like you're like in that deep sleep? You're not asleep yet, right? Because you're still conscious, but you're like in the fucking bed. Like you're like laying, you're pretty much looking up, right? So you're laying on your back, but you're like, you like physically feel like you're sunk into the bed. Like you and the bed are one entity, and you're just like, oh, this is like the perfect sleep where nothing is bothering you, nothing in your life, nothing, no drama, no physical ailments, nothing. You're just laying there, about to drift into your sleep, right? The next time you have that dream, have the nightmares I get where you're like, what if all of a sudden, while I'm laying here in this complete comfort, I get teleported underwater and to fight Cthulhu? And then it will wake you right up. For some reason, as I'm laying there in pure comfort, I get this irrational fear that I'll get teleported to a horrific battlefield or something, like out of nowhere. I do not know why it happens, but every time I'm relaxing in that moment, that happens. Like, what if I get teleported underwater and I just crush, I implode from the fucking weight?
Too soon.
Or fuck yeah, goddamn. Or I get teleported to space and I just die in fucking zero gravity.
You just evaporate.
Yeah, I don't know why, but anytime I'm in that perfect comfort, it's just like you can hear like a ticking clock, like, oh, here comes the irrationality.
Your brain won't let you to relax and
No,
comfort.
like it has to create a crisis in my fucking head to fucking drive me mad.
So they need to think about this before they go to sleep.
No, it'll just pop up when you're chilling. Like you won't even think. You won't even be the first. It'll be the furthest thing from your mind, and it'll just like, it'll just pop up in there.
What if?
And then you can't relax. Like he's trying to use like It's like when Randy Marsh got pissed on. You'll understand the reference if you know what I mean. But yeah, I believe I am a person that needs to be in constant chaos to function properly. I would be a perfect spy or a perfect. I don't think I'd be a good soldier. I don't take orders well, and I don't want to be out in the. Being a soldier, right? They just love being on the front line.
You don't be in the trenches?
I don't think I could. Like I don't have the will for it. I'm more like the guy that'll be like you implant me into a fucking country, right? Just being a normal guy, and then I just meet different power people in that country, and I just whisper stuff in their ear that makes them start not trusting the guy that they were friends with the whole time. So I just completely destabilize the entire fucking region. It's like, hey, I heard your friend Dan over there. He's kind of stockpiling soldiers and ammo and looking toward your fucking country all of a sudden. That's weird. Well, bye. Like, hey, I hear I got scientists over here trying to, research new ways to for ballistic missiles. Ain't that odd? And he's kind of looking toward you. Well, bye. And I just be fucking destabilized for no fucking reason. Playing on people's doubts and fears. And then dipping out like an asshole and watching that whole fucking region fucking destroy itself.
Go right at them. It is you.
Basically, yeah, like whatever. Like I'll research what they most fear, right, for like a year, and then I just pop in every now and then. And it's like I'll just be like, they know I'm a spy. Like, they know like, oh yeah, he works for the CIA, but well, how would that work? Too late now. I just told them I'm a spy. I'm not a spy.
He works for the FBI. It's okay.
I don't work for anybody.
He glows in the dark.
I don't do nothing. They can send me to fucking Mexico and I just be fucking whispering in fucking crime boss's ears. Hey, you know that subordinate you have? He sure is looking real hungry. All of a sudden, ain't that odd? Because you got sick that one time, and then he took over for a little bit, and then when you came back, he kind of didn't want to give you the power back, but he did because you're his boss. But now he's kind of like I'll see you later.
Have the cartels all fighting each other.
Basically, have them all kill each other, and then just fucking. And then I eat pork rinds. While they blow themselves. You know what I mean? Like there's a scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles where Ralph and Leonardo having an argument, and then like Donnie and Michael are eating pork rinds. He's like, pork rinds? Yeah, pork rind. And they're watching the chaos. They're eating pork rinds.
They're just chilling.
That would be me. I would just keep lighting fires and sitting back like, damn, it's good to be a good guy. No more drug gangs. I guess what I want to say is that I wish I had the fortitude to help the world, but I don't. So I do.
Good luck,
basically.
Think about that when you go to sleep, okay?
I really went off on a weird tangent.
Yeah, it's fine though.
All I'm saying is I like world stability. I like it to be everything status quo, everyone to be happy. Sometimes it can be. Because fucking stuff in the world goes crazy. Mm-hmm. But you got me, and I'll make sure you're safe and sound. Even though I have no fucking way to protect you.
And with that, we will see you guys on the next one.
That was a real weird tangent I went on.